Alright, guys, this episode completely just blew my mind. Man, erased. Why are you so good? What's going on, guys? This is jbDAuchiha with the review of Erased episode 5. The 5th episode in this series, and it's still blowing my mind, even more so than at the beginning. There are so many suspects. I suspect so many people. I don't even know what to believe anymore, who to believe anymore. What's going on with this series, man? And first off, when he jumped back into the future or present, I was like, what? And then seeing that things changed, like with his book or whatever. Like, so he can change the past. So I'm guessing he's going to go back again at some point to fix everything that's going wrong. But now more is going wrong. Like, seriously? IG, I think her name is? I'm sorry. Idy. She is an amazing character. I love how she said, manager dude, hey, pump your brakes. You are not about to call the popo to my house, bitch. And she punched him in the fucking nose, made that dude bleed. I'm like, damn. And just seeing how she's helping out Sotaru, I love her character because her father was accused of something that she knows that he didn't do. And it's that part of her that's like, everyone deserves a second chance, basically. Like, both sides of the story need to be heard. I believe you didn't do it because she's had a similar experience in the past with her father. I love Idy's character and that text message from Sotaru's mother's phone. The killer texting her saying, hey, stay there. And then her house just so happening to catch fire after that. Okay, first off, the person has to know that she had a connection with Sotaru. So automatically I'm thinking the manager guy, because he saw Sotaru at her house. He didn't call the police suspiciously when we knew that he was going to, so he could have sent the text message trying to tell her, like, hey, stay there. And he's trying to cut all loose ends because he doesn't want to be found out. Like, what if he is the killer? Because I mean, earlier in the episode, not earlier, it was like the second half or whatever, when he was talking to the guy whose face we did not see, who I'll get into in a second of who I think that guy is. He said something like, oh, is your best friend a girl? And his face got all red. Like, he has an unhealthy infatuation with young girls. That's what it seemed like. That's what that statement seemed like to me. And how he was trying to explain himself, like, oh, she's 17, she's still immature. He was scratching his head, which is like the signature anime guy saying, like, hey, I'm not really telling the truth. So he may be the guy because, I mean, just the same day or the day after, however that went, when he found out that Sotaru was at her crib and then her house just so happened to catch on fire. That, I mean, I don't see that as a coincidence. But then again, before we came back to the present, the mother just smiling while throwing away those mittens of Kaio's and the crows picking at it. I don't know, man. There's so many elements. There's so many suspects. And I don't think that the guy, her boyfriend, Kaio's mother's boyfriend, is responsible. Because how he was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? And the mom just sitting there looking like she was thinking. She didn't look sad. She didn't look scared. She looks like she knows what's going on. But I don't think she's the one that killed her. But I mean, the abuse may have gotten so great at some point that she accidentally did kill her. But I'm thinking that she was abducted and Kaio's mother saw it and didn't stop it. That's what I think that scene was about. I think her mother knew, maybe even considered her daughter a burden in the first place, and that's why she was smiling when she took out her daughter's belongings and the mittens and whatnot. I don't think she physically is the one that killed her, because the footprints in the backyard look like they belong to a man. Even Sotaru said that. And I don't know. And just how Kenya did the little side eye, it was very quick. It was like not even 2 seconds when the teacher guy was explaining to the class that, hey, Kaio's with her grandma somewhere for whatever reason. How Kenya looked at Sotaru made me think like, why is he catching on so quick? Kenya is very sharp. How he said, I don't think this is the truth. I think that this is a serial abduction. And just for a kid that age to be that smart, so I kind of suspect the pizza manager guy, because the thing with Idy, how she just so happened to die like immediately after she was found out. Like the only person that we know of that knows that Sotadu was with her was the pizza manager guys. So I don't think that's a coincidence. Kenya's very suspicious still, and the mother is suspicious. At least she knows who took her or saw a silhouette or something. I think she saw something. I'm like almost 100% sure she did. And the guy whose face we did not see, from what we saw of Idi's backstory about her father, it looked like her father. I want to say that that is her dad. I don't know why, but just the side of his face and the back of his face, like how his hairline is and the hair color looks exactly like her father from the little artsy flashback we got from her. That's what it looked like to me. So I think that's her father. I do not know what is going on with this show, and I love it. Just when I thought that I was almost sure who the killer was, more stuff comes out of nowhere. I mean, the manager guy is by far the most suspicious now to me, because like I said, it just so happens after Idi was caught with Sotadu, she died, and he was the only one there that saw. I mean, we saw the guy whose face we didn't see look at her like walking down the street, but I don't know what that means. He could be stalking her. And just the fact that the pizza manager guy was there to see Sotadu at her house means that he had to have suspected her, or he had to have been following her. He had to have been following Idi, who is an underage female. So it's not far-fetched to think that this guy who would stalk a 17-year-old would also abduct children. So I don't know. There's so many elements. It was such an emotional episode. Like, just seeing Sotadu being accused of killing his mother. Like, why? Just because he was there? I mean, it's obvious that he walked in and saw her like that. So why would that woman or maid, or whoever the hell she was, automatically think that, you know, even though he had blood on his hands, I mean, if I found my mother sitting there, you know, lifeless, I would run there and try to wake her up, and, you know, I would be in shock too. So that's where the blood came from. So I don't understand why that maid is tripping about shit like that. But, fuck, this episode was just so great. It raised way more questions than I ever thought it would. I thought we already had the setup. I thought we already had the suspects. But no, this show wants to throw more. And then we don't even see the face of this dude. I mean, we don't know who this guy is, who he has a relationship with. We're not going to find out. You know, I'm pretty sure everything I just said, everyone I just said is wrong. It's going to be someone we least suspect. It might even be that girl from school that Kyle stole her pen or pencil or something like that. That would be a fucking crazy twist. That would be hilarious. But I don't know, man. The pizza manager guy seems more suspicious at this moment. Last episodes, it was Kenya and the teacher guy. The teacher guy still is kind of up there. So I don't know. But tell me what you guys think down below, man. I am so... Oh, my God. This show is just so amazing, dog. I love it. It is one of my favorite shows to come out in a while. I love thinking. I love trying to piece things together. And just waiting another 7 days is going to kill me, man. It's going to fucking... Oh, my God. Anyway, this has been jbDAuchiha. I gotta go. I have to go and sit here and think of some theories. I may even actually do predictions of the next episode at some point. But anyway, this has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.